see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched
Hey, don't move up on my conversation like that.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Harris from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Up here for this New Orleans Saints offense, and leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season. It's Jameis Winston.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose, and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On play action, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. 4 yards the pick up, first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
From the 36, Winston. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Off the play fake, Winston. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckham. And that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Harris. And he returns this to the 22. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down.
All right, here I come.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
That we've dealt with and come in contact with, they'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they get that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Brady now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay first. Brady going to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there. Top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the 44, Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 3rd down, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. In Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, Brady. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now slows down your momentum. The later, the better.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done, that's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Winston. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Zach Bond there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Brady now to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of takeover at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Okay, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception, Winston. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The score after one right here on EA Sports. In 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Sliding out the punt. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. A high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead.
And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't Harris coming in for the sack that time.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Winston. Oh, Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Dominican Sue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. So that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. And when the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. To throw, Winston. And Thomas has it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st down, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Winston now. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeover to the ball here in the first half.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, here's Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Able to slither by. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
And Winston lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood
Stop fumbling.
when they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we said,
we could be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Three yards remain for second down.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That went a first down pickup of 8. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he returns it into enemy territory.
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, and incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel.
Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Busts through the tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs ready to take over once again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense. And maybe.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Miller. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamel Dean. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which on the 1st half, haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the Brady down to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 14 yards that time for number 14. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Peyton Turner brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Succop's kick is good. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but with 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just put their ears back and get after him now.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Winston steps away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking. Not one that I've ever met.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. First down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Harris now to return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next
next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
So you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. 7 yards to pick up there. On 2nd down, Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn.
We saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston now from the 50. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It gets it complete to Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Winston now. Touchdown! It's complete. Marquez Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Ross with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Touchdown, wants to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st down, Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. draw. This is Fournette. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch. Do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Completion left side to Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston to throw it this time. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Suck up for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You bet, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now this one was tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jameis to throw it. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Winston to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. To the air again with Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first down throw for Winston. And his pass is intercepted. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fournette on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw is Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. A handoff for Washington. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And I'm guessing you'd take it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Peyton Turner there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Give him 18 on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Fournette, a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't. That's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, the win means we finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.